What if I told you, James Gunn didn't just leave Marvel, he was pushed out. And the fallout led to the birth of the entire DC universe, as we know it today. One of Marvel's biggest creative voices, a director who turned a bunch of nobodies, the Guardians of the Galaxy, into household names, was fired, publicly. And then, something wild happened. So what really went down behind the scenes? And why did Gunn never return to the red brand after Guardians Volume 3? Let's dive into the untold story of James Gunn's dramatic departure, and how it gave rise to the new DCU. Like this video if you respect Gunn's creative journey. 1. The controversial firing. Back in 2018, just before production on Guardians Volume 3, a series of old offensive tweets from Gunn's past resurfaced. Disney acted fast, maybe too fast. Studio chairman Alan Horn released a statement saying Gunn's tweets were indefensible and inconsistent with Disney's values. And just like that, Gunn was fired. The backlash? Immediate. Fans, media, and even the Guardians cast stood by Gunn. It was clear people saw this as a mistake. Gunn himself later revealed he 100% thought his career was over. He even considered selling his house to survive. But in the middle of that darkness, someone unexpected knocked. 2. The Warner Bros. Offered. As Marvel wavered, Warner Bros. Acted. Toby Emmerich approached Gunn with an offer. James Gunn, Superman. But Gunn wasn't sure. Then came pitch number 2, The Suicide Squad. And that's when things clicked. He pitched. WB loved it. The deal was done. And while Gunn was still technically fired from Marvel, he was now officially part of DC's future. 3. Marvel reconsiders. Here's the twist. Marvel didn't give up. Kevin Feige was quietly fighting for Gunn's return. Eventually, Disney rehired him to direct Guardians Volume 3, 8 months after the firing. But it was too late to undo everything. Gunn was already deep into DC territory. And when Feige asked if he was doing Superman, Gunn replied, "No, I'm doing Suicide Squad." Feige's response? Calm, respectful. "It's fine, go do it. Then we'll do Guardians after." It was a rare moment of mutual understanding in Hollywood. 4. The transition. Gunn directed The Suicide Squad, and it was a hit with critics, fans, and WB execs. Suddenly, he wasn't just a director, he was a visionary leader, and Warner Brothers knew it. In 2022, Gunn was announced as the co-CEO of DC Studios, alongside Peter Safran. He was given full creative control of the new DCU. The man who once directed slime-covered misfits in space was now in charge of rebuilding the entire DC superhero universe. 5. Gunn reflects. In recent interviews, Gunn opened up about that time in his life. He described how broken he felt, and how the support from fans made him feel loved for the first time. He called it the lowest moment, and also the one that changed everything. Gunn now says, "All of a sudden, all these people loved me when I thought my career was over." That emotional roller coaster wasn't just career-defining, it was life-defining. And perhaps that's why he's now so passionate about bringing hope, complexity, and risk-taking back to DC. 6. Why he never returned. So why didn't Gunn stay with Marvel, even after finishing Guardians 3? It wasn't anger, it wasn't ego, it was evolution. Marvel gave him a second chance, but DC gave him a new identity, not just as a director, but as a universe builder. And while Guardians Volume 3 was a love letter to the MCU, Gunn made it clear, his future now belongs to the blue brand. James Gunn's journey is more than a behind-the-scenes drama. It's the story of second chances, reinvention, and the power of storytelling, even when the odds are stacked against you. And as Superman 2025 kicks off the DCU, one thing's clear, the man who once got fired is now forging a new cinematic legacy. What do you think? Did Marvel lose a visionary? Or did Gunn just find where he truly belongs? Hit like and subscribe now for deep dives on both Marvel and DC.